Gluteus maximus. Gluteus means butt. Remember back to the beginning of the semester, gluteal region is the butt region. And then maximus is the biggest. On human, we'll learn some of the others also. There's a gluteus medius and a gluteus minimus. Okay, so maximus is the biggest, gluteus maximus. And if you follow it down, there's this very small triangular muscle here. That's called tensor fascia latae. Tensor fascia latae. Okay, so latte, of course, sounds like a coffee. And this muscle is going to be on our thighs as well. So I picture just spilling a hot coffee on you. It makes you tense your leg, hence tensor. And then fascia is all that connective tissue that you guys are working through. And you may have noticed that there was a lot of that white connective tissue extended here also, which these guys removed, and you may or may not have done. Okay, you can still see some of it here. Okay, so tensor fascia latae, you're tensing because you spilled hot coffee. Tensor fascia latae. Try that one.
Tensor fascia latae.
Perfect. Tensor fascia latae again.
Tensor fascia latae.
And one more time.
Tensor fascia latae.
Nice. What was this one?
Gluteus maximus.
Yep, gluteus maximus, and this?
Tensor fascia latae.
Yes, tensor fascia latae. Now this one we'll do next week from the front, but in case you care to hear it now, that's going to be sartorius.
Sartorius.
Yeah, but we'll come back to that one next week. But in case you're wondering, you can see it here, but we'll see it from the front next week where you can see it much better. Okay, sartorius. So what was this one again?
Gluteus maximus.
Gluteus maximus, and this one?
Tensor fascia latae.
Perfect. Now the next one is one that we're skipping because humans don't have it and we're only learning the human equivalent. This controls a tail. Okay, we don't have a tail. So we're skipping that one. Next we're going to do two of the three hamstrings. This big one here is biceps femoris. Biceps for two origins. Bicycle, two wheels, bi means two, and femoris is for the femoral region. Okay, so this big muscle here is biceps femoris. You can see a little piece of the semitendinosus here. That's also one of the hamstrings. With the mink, they often do a sloppy job taking the fur off and cut into the muscles here. But I know at least one of my mink in my 4 labs has those muscles intact. So I'll pull that one out next week when we're learning it from the front. Okay, but you can see a little piece of it here, and again, that is semitendinosus. Semitendinosus. Try that.
Semitendinosus.
Yep, so we have biceps femoris and semitendinosus. What's this one?
Biceps femoris.
Yep, and this one?
Semitendinosus.
Great. This one?
Biceps femoris.
Biceps femoris, and this?
Semitendinosus.
Semitendinosus again.
Semitendinosus.
Let's add that to what we've done. What is this?
Gluteus maximus.
Gluteus maximus.
Tensor fascia latae.
Yep, let's do it again.
Tensor fascia latae.
Nice. Tensor fascia latae. We're skipping that. How about this big one?
Biceps femoris.
Yep, biceps femoris, and we can see a piece of the
Semitendinosus.
semitendinosus. Let's do it again.
Semitendinosus.
And again.
Semitendinosus.
And one more.
Semitendinosus.
Yeah, so what's this one?
Biceps femoris.
Biceps femoris, and this one?
Semitendinosus.
Semitendinosus. Great. Now, if we take that biceps femoris and kind of lift it or move it out of to the side, you can see two muscles here. Now we're in the calf. The big chunky muscle here is the gastrocnemius. You don't have to pronounce the C. You can also call it gastrocnemius. Okay, so gastrocnemius or gastrocnemius. I always say it with the C. That's how I learned it. Gastrocnemius. Try that one.
Gastrocnemius.
Perfect. Again.
Gastrocnemius.
And gastrocnemius one more time.
Gastrocnemius.
Nice. And underneath is a very flat muscle. It's called soleus. If you've ever seen a solefish, they're very flat fish. So this is similar, very flat muscle, soleus. Soleus. So what's the big chunky one?
Gastrocnemius.
Yeah, gastrocnemius. Try it again.
Gastrocnemius.
Gastrocnemius again.
gastrocnemius,
One more time.
gastrocnemius,
Yep, and a flat one underneath it.
Soleus.
Yep, soleus again.
Soleus.
Yeah, so the chunky one,
gastrocnemius,
and underneath.
Soleus.
Yep, chunky,
gastrocnemius,
and underneath.
soleus,
Great, let's add it to the rest. What is this?
Gluteus maximus.
Gluteus maximus,
Tender fascia latae.
tensor fascia latae.
Biceps femoris.
Yep,
femoris,
let's do it one more time.
Biceps femoris.
Yep, biceps femoris, and then the one here,
Semitendinosus.
semitendinosus. So this one again,
Biceps femoris.
biceps femoris, and this one,
Semitendinosus.
semitendinosus. Like, kind of like a tendon, the name, semitendinosus. Semitendinosus. Again,
Semitendinosus.
one more time.
Semitendinosus.
Great, so what was this?
Biceps femoris.
Biceps femoris, and this,
Semitendinosus.
yeah. And then if we do this, what's this big chunky one?
Gastrocnemius.
gastrocnemius,
Yep, gastrocnemius, and underneath it,
Soleus.
soleus. Chunky,
Gastrocnemius.
underneath.
Soleus.
Let's do them all one more time, at least. But I think you're ready for just one more time. What is this?
Gluteus maximus.
Gluteus maximus,
Tensor fascia latae.
tensor fascia latae,
Biceps femoris.
biceps femoris,
Semitendinosus.
semitendinosus,
Gastrocnemius.
gastrocnemius,
Soleus.
soleus. Great. Let's take a look at these same muscles over on the human. It's a very big butt. That's a very big butt muscle. Yeah. This is tensor fascia latae. So you can see it's on the side. That white connective tissue extends from it. Okay, so tensor fascia latae. And then following it back, same order that we just did, these will be the 3 hamstrings. So far we've learned 2 of them. The bigger one that we encounter first when we're going that way is biceps femoris. And the next one is semitendinosus. Okay, biceps femoris, semitendinosus. And then down here we have gastrocnemius. This is big chunky calf muscle. And underneath you can see the thin soleus from both sides. Soleus. We have gluteus maximus, tensor fascia latae, biceps femoris, semitendinosus, gastrocnemius, and soleus. So what's this one?
Gluteus maximus.